Hello, welcome to Stories. Let's Connect by the Speak Good English movement. I'm Rosemarie Somaiah and I'm an author. And today I'm going to be reading from my book, The Nevermind Girl and Other Stories. It's published by Ethos Books, Singapore, and there are 15 stories in the book. I'm going to be reading the first one, The Nevermind Girl. Anna was fastidious. It means she was very particular about everything, about how she did things. She made sure that the pleats on her pinafore sat just so and tucked her belt in just the right place. She parted her hair carefully and combed it just the way she wanted it to be. She checked that her shoelaces were exactly the same length on either side. Then she set off for school. It was the beginning of the school year and she was both eager and anxious. Would any of her previous classmates be with her? Would she be able to find new friends? Would she like her new teacher? Would her teacher like her? When Anna entered the classroom, she noticed a group of girls seated on the far side of the room. They looked at her and smiled. She smiled too, quickly, and found a seat near them, not too close, not too far, somewhere in the middle. She did not say anything. During the lesson, as the teacher handed out notes, one of the girls passed them to her. When the bell rang for recess, the girl sidled up to her and said, "Hi, I'm Josephine. You can call me Joe. Come sit with us." Anna was delighted. She had found new friends. That evening she went home happily, a smile on her face and a song in her heart. She looked forward to the next day. At school the next morning, she made her way to Joe and her new friends. On the way, another girl looked at her and smiled. Anna smiled back too and said, "Hello," and moved on. When she reached her place, Joe asked, "Who was that girl you smiled at just now?" "I don't know her name," said Anna. "She smiled, so I smiled back." "Don't," said Joe. "She's not one of us." Anna said nothing. During the day, she tried not to look at the other girl, the one she had been told was not one of them. She concentrated on her new friends. The following day, as Anna lined up to get her food at recess, she chatted with the girl in front of her. When she carried her food back to her table, Joe asked, "Who is that girl? Why did you talk to her? Can't you see she's not like us?" Anna said nothing. She tried not to look at that girl again. She concentrated on her new friends. She tried to be loyal to them. But when she spoke to yet another girl and was told sternly, "She's not like us," Anna asked, "Why is she not like us? Why can't I talk to her?" Anna was told, "Can't you see? Her nose is different. Her eyes are different. Her skin is different. She's not like us." "Never mind," said Anna. I like her. She's nice. If you want to be one of us, you cannot talk to her." So Anna did not talk to the other girl or look at her all day long. That evening when she went home, her shoulders drooped and her heart ached. Her mother asked, "Anna, are you okay?" "I'm fine," said Anna. "Just tired." The next morning she had a stomachache and struggled to get ready for school. She was late. Day after day, Joe would say about yet another girl, "She's not like us, she's not one of us." "Why?" Anna would ask. "Because," Joe would say, "she is Chinese, she is Indian, she is Malay, she is Eurasian, she is a foreigner, she is a loser, she is poor, she is fat, she is too thin, she is ugly, she talks funny, she smells, she looks strange, she is not one of us." "Never mind," Anna would try to explain and think. "But that girl is nice. I like her." Finally, one day Joe exploded. You are the never mind girl. All you say is never mind. You want to be friends with everyone else. Well then, no one will be friends with you." For the rest of the day, her new friends taunted her. "You're the never mind girl." They refused to sit with her or talk to her. "You don't mind, right? You're the never mind girl, what?" That evening, Anna could not eat dinner. When her mother asked her, "What's the matter?" Anna shook her head. "Nothing," she said, but her body was shaking too, and soon she was sobbing. Her mother took her in her arms. Never mind, tell me what the problem is." "I am not the never mind girl," shouted Anna, throwing her off. "I do care. I do care about things. I do care that nobody wants to talk to me. I do care that nobody wants to be my friend." Her parents listened to her as she poured out her story. "How many friends does this Joe have?" asked her mother. "There are 4 of us," said Anna. "But for some reason she seems to be terrified of losing you," said her mother. "If Joe did not have the 3 of you to boss over, she would have no one. Do you realize that you could have many more friends than her just because you're willing to accept all kinds of differences? You are willing to reach out to all sorts of interesting people." Do you think it was easy? It wasn't easy for Anna or her family. It took many, many months of tears and fears, lots of talking, and lots of courage to finally break free of the strict control that her new friends had imposed on Anna. One day Anna woke up and said, "Never mind, I will find new friends." And she did. Tall friends, short friends, fat friends, thin friends, lots of friends in between. Friends with long hair, short hair, straight hair, curly hair, friends of every color, shape, and race. Friends with all sorts of other different friends. Talkative or shy, serious or funny. Each one was interesting and fun. Now, Anna is all grown up. She still has lots of friends, and they find many different ways to keep in touch with each other wherever they are. In fact, though many of them are not rich, They found ways to come to her wedding from all the different countries that they now live in. Do you know how I know? I was there too. The end.